Now, the PSLE results were out this morning, but before we go on, here's a math question for you. What is the probability of having the exact same percentage of students moving on to secondary school in the past 4 years? The answer, 100%. In 2016, 2017, 2018 and this year, exactly 98.4% of students were eligible for secondary school. Congrats to those who got the results they wanted, but either way, today has been a very stressful day for students. Let's have a listen to what some of them had to say.
Very happy because I was very nervous before this because PSLE was quite hard.
Well, I thought I did pretty good because it was what I expected, and I put in the hard work, so it was kind of worth it.
I feel that I did my best, but next time I'll put in more effort for the next exam that I'm going to take.
I'm very excited about it, and I'm also very excited about going to school.
My results were better than what I wanted. I feel very good because I managed to pass PSLE and get to move on to secondary school.
And here with us today, we have someone who's also been out there talking to some students, journalist Jolene Ang. Hi Jolene, thanks for coming on. I know it's a busy day today. So, let's jump straight in, right? This is sort of the second last year for the PSLE T-scores, right? So could you tell us a little bit more about this new system that's going to be in place from 2021?
Yeah, the affected batch of students will be the ones who are in P4 this year or entering P5 next year. The biggest change, I think, on the top of everyone's minds is that the T-score system will be sort of changed to a achievement level based system. So meaning it's no longer of 300, but the students will receive grades or scores based on achievement levels from 1 to 8. So AL for short, they call it.
I see.
So the best AL is 1, and that's for marks above 90. And then the least best is AL 8, which is for marks below 20. So the best score in the PSLE would be 4 if the student gets all 4 AL 1s, and the worst score would be 32 if it gets 4 AL 8s.
I see. Yep. So this actually sounds kind of similar to the O-level system in place.
Something like that, yeah. So, in terms of determining cut-off scores for entering secondary school postings next year, MOE has said that they will release the supposed cut-off scores for the AL system in the middle of next year for the P5 students, because they'll be the first batch who will be affected. Yeah, and usually they only release this in around October to November, but I think they're doing it a bit earlier next year, so parents and students will have some time to adjust.
I see. So what would you say are some of the potential impacts of this change?
Like what you said just now, I think some people have said that it's similar to the O-level system. So in this case, slightly different because of it's quite a big change. So in the past, with a score of 300, there's a lot of scope for differentiation of scores. So if let's say a student with 249 and 250, that can actually mean it's actually quite a big difference, right? It could mean he could either get into, maybe he couldn't get into the school that he wants, even if it's just at 1 point. But in this case now, because it's only from 4 to 32, right? It's a lot broader in that sense for students to apply to different schools. So it could be the case that there are a lot of students that apply for the same secondary school. Yeah, so I think it will be clearer when MOE releases how the cut-off scores in 2021. And yeah, I think we just have to wait and see.
I see. So yeah, well, it remains to be seen for now, but we will wait along and as we will see, as you mentioned. Thanks, Jolene, for sharing more with us. And if you'd like to see Jolene's full story as well as other news on education, do visit straitstimes.com.